My rating out of 10, I give the movie a... Yo, what's the vibes? Welcome back to the Marley Show. You already know what time it is, man. It's Vlogmas Day 23. We 2 days away and I've had completed Vlogmas. Let's get it. Today I got something special for y'all. I'm doing a movie review on the new Spider-Man. This is my first time doing a movie review, so make sure y'all let me know how we do. Let's get it. Alright, man, to start this off, I'm going to give y'all my rating out of 10. I give the movie a 9.9. Yeah, that's right, a 9.9 out of 10. And I'm going to break it down and explain to y'all why I gave it the 9.9 and not a solid 10. So first up on my list, what I have written down is great acting. Just out the gate, great acting. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. I don't think nobody overstepped their boundaries, did more than I thought they was going to do. If anything, they surprised me how well they done it. And shout out to Jamie. Jamie Foxx always find a way into a movie, man. I always got to tip my hat off to him. He always gets in movies and he always does a great job. He did a great job on this one. Shout out to all the Spider-Mans. They did well. Like I said, everybody did a great job. I think everybody covered their role the way they were supposed to cover their role to make the movie as great as it was. So for number one, it was great acting. Shout out to y'all. Number two it was a great storyline. When it comes to movies, I think storyline plays the biggest role, just because you got to keep people engaged throughout the whole movie without giving the storyline up too soon. You don't want somebody to figure out the story before the story is over. So basically, you don't want somebody to figure out the movie before the movie is over. And for me, personally, I believe the storyline was great. I'm a big guy. Like when I watch movies, I want to figure it out before it's done. I couldn't really do that. It was little hints like I could piece together some of the stuff, but as far as like completing it, figuring out what's going to happen before the movie ended, I couldn't do it. So for that, hats off, because like I said, I'm real big on trying to figure out what's going to happen before it happens, and I couldn't do it for this movie. Like I said, it was little hints. You knew like Spider-Man was going to do this, Spider-Man was going to do that, but I guarantee you nobody knew what the end result was going to be for that movie. And if you did, you are super good. Like, you good. I tip my hat off to you, because I couldn't figure it out. I really could not figure out what was going to happen towards the end of the movie. Number three, so that was number two. Number three is it captured all generations. This one right here, I believe, is the greatest thing that they could have done for this movie. Because to me, this is what happens. When the first Spider-Man came out, everybody loved it. That generation grew up on that Spider-Man. When the second generation of Spider-Man came out, they came with a new generation of people for the second generation. So the people that liked it the first generation maybe felt some type of way like he's not better than this Spider-Man. Which, okay, that's your opinion, and I understand why people do that. So, okay. Then they came out with the third Spider-Man, so they got a whole new generation. So you got to think that's 3 generations of Spider-Man. That's 3 different generations of opinions on why their Spider-Man is better than the next Spider-Man. So for them to bring all them Spider-Man movies together in one, I believe is the greatest thing they could have ever done, because now people can come see who they want to see. Oh, you liked this Spider-Man the most? Come watch him. I'm about to put him in this movie. I'm about to put all 3 of them in, so don't nobody have an opinion on anything. Of course, some Spider-Man had a bigger role on the next Spider-Man, but I believe it was great for everybody to see the first Spider-Man. For somebody that I came up off the first Spider-Man, it was a joy to see that Spider-Man again, because you thought that Spider-Man died off and they forgot about him. But in this movie, they showed that they didn't, which was the best thing I believe they could have done to movies. Because every time you hear it, oh, he's not as good as the first Spider-Man. This movie is terrible. What you guys say now? We gave you all the Spider-Man, so that was great. They gave him the Spider-Mans, they gave him the movies, the previous characters in the old movies. Like, that was great. And that was number 3, capture all generations, what I believe is the best one. Number 4, funny for the kids. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying it was only funny for kids. No, it was funny for everybody, but Me personally, when I think about a movie for kids, I think about something funny. I think kids being entertained by something that makes them laugh. So when they dropped this Spider-Man, me personally, I believe it had parts in there for kids. It had parts where the kids will enjoy the movie as well as you would enjoy the movie. I believe a kid could sit through that movie and enjoy that movie just as well as an adult could sit and enjoy that movie strictly off of the fact that it was funny. So kids can see that and be funny. So number 4, funny for kids. Number 5, emotional for females. Once again, it's just not pinpoint anybody or not trying to branch anybody off, but in reality, females like emotional movies. They like movies where they get attached to it, just sentimental movies. And if you sit down and watch this movie, it has emotion throughout the movie. And I believe that helps bring females aboard to the movie. So, like I said, when it comes to capturing all generation, it also captures every gene, anything, like any person, any character, like a dog probably could sit down and watch this. That's how good it was. So the 5th one is emotional for females. I believe they cover that. And then, of course, the 6th one is action for the males. Hands down, in Spider-Man, it was going to be action regardless. But the amount of action and the way they played the action was just top of the charts. I was just sitting there all the whole time like, this is amazing. This is great acting. This is great action, great fighting, where they had them fighting the type of people they had them fighting, the type of obstacles they had to go through while they was fighting. The whole thing was just amazing. Number 7. So number 6 was action for males. Number 7 will be the graphics. Top of the line, greatest graphics. And I think they played respect to a lot of people that started off. I go back again to the generations with the first generations. You look at the first Spider-Man, like that was amazing for what they did with what they had. And then they come out now and they show you, okay, we respect y'all so much. We're not using that technology we have. We're about to show y'all new technology we got, and we're going to put our money into it to give y'all the greatest Spider-Man that y'all have ever seen. And that's exactly what they did. Gave us the greatest Spider-Man that we have ever seen, in my opinion. So the graphics behind that was amazing, from who they was fighting, how they was fighting. I think a couple of it, like reading the other people reviews, some of it was like real set up. So that's just amazing, the detail that goes into it. I can't imagine what it's like trying to film a movie and getting all the graphics behind how they had it. And last but not least, on my pro side, it was a great ending. Great ending that led on more to come. So what I mean by that is the ending left you thinking, okay, is more to come or is it over? You don't know. The ending was that great. So they can end Spider-Man if they want to, or they can roll on with Spider-Man if they wanted to. That's just how well they ended the movie. They did an amazing job with ending the movie and capturing our attention still, because I believe it's going to keep going. It ended where I believe they should. Personally, I believe they should keep going. I hope they keep going. I don't even care if they bring out a new Spider-Man. Just as long as they keep these series going, I will enjoy everything about it. Now, for my con, I only got one con, which is why it's a 9.9, was just the length of the video, the movie. I thought the length was kind of long. Not too long. It wasn't nothing crazy, but I did catch myself looking at my phone a few times like, okay, this is a lengthy movie, but that's not going to deter me from saying I hate the movie. Overall, greatest movie. I will tell anybody to go watch the movie. And if you do say the movie is terrible, I will gladly say you're hating. If you don't like the movie, that's fine. But to say the movie is terrible, you're simply hating. It's no way around it. The movie is great. You can't speak badly on the movie. So it's a 9.9 out of 10 for me. I recommend anybody. I don't know how much y'all ticket costs where y'all living, but where I'm at, that was a good $12 spent. Spend that $12. Go watch a good movie. Take somebody with you. Take your siblings. Take your significant other. I'm pretty sure y'all going to enjoy the movies. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this movie review. Comment below how y'all think I did, and also comment what y'all rate the movie if y'all did rate the movie. Try not to spoil it in the comments. I try not to spoil it as I was talking through it, but great movie. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Send this link to everybody. Vlogmas is almost over. I'm still going strong, and until next time, peace.